Hi, it's Chris Chennet is here this week in real estate. Wanted to talk to you about the real short notes from the speech that Fed Chairman Powell did today that set the stock market soaring and was really kind of a glimpse into what we're probably going to be seeing for the coming fall. There's been a lot of data that has been coming out in the past 2 months that have been tremendously important for our interest rates. The biggest one was the fact that we're actually seeing a very much of a softening in the job market. The jobs report for May and June was revised significantly lower. And so we're seeing unemployment actually starting to tick up. We are at unemployment rate right now is about 4.3%. That is higher than it was 2 years ago when it was 3%, but it is not near the historical average since 1990. The unemployment has averaged about 5.1%. So still strong employment, but the Fed doesn't like unemployment rising. One of the key directives of the Fed is to maximize employment. The second thing that we've been seeing is actually the impact of tariffs is now definitely in the economy. We are seeing inflation at 2.7%. It was at 2.3% or 2.4% in the beginning of the year. So inflation is also increasing. And inflation has been steadily persistent, and the Fed has been hesitant on reducing rates because they expected to have rate cuts earlier this year, but we have not seen inflation be going down now. And we were seeing strong jobs. Well, now we're seeing weak jobs, but inflation kind of holding around. So it puts the chair in a little bit of an awkward position. However, in his speech today, he said that he is leaning towards a cut, which was already expected for September, but that means it's more expected now. The likelihood went up from 75% of a cut now to 90+% that there's going to be a cut in September. So that's why the stock market went crazy. Here's the thing that I want to say. Last year, the Fed lowered rates in September 0.5 point. It was the first time that we've seen a 0.5 point decrease in a long time. And everybody thought that was going to be great for interest rates on 30-year mortgages. It was the exact opposite. Rates went up. And that's why we're seeing rates right now at a 10-month low, because rates were about this level last September, and then rates went up and then have been declining since. So we are at the best rate that we've seen in the previous 10 months. And what I expect is that we're going to see a rate cut in September, and I don't think we're going to see anything happen to the 30-year mortgage rate. The 30-year mortgage rate right now, I think, is more concerned about jobs than what the Fed is doing on an interest rate basis. Anyway, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call. Talk to you soon. Enjoy your weekend. Prayers to everybody that's fighting the fire up in Calistoga. Bye-bye.